Tonight,
There was no turning back.
time to shake up the competition.
Welcome to the walk.
Ben and Sean
My heart sank.
face a monumental decision.
This power could make us enemies.
Ben actually looked like he'd been crying.
It didn't look good. Didn't look good at all.
Leaving the contestants
Well, don't keep us in suspense.
on edge.
That was the way that we had to go.
Just don't want any part of it.
Smart boy. Yesterday we had temptation and Ben and Sean won immunity, which means today they have to take the walk. So everybody walked outside and lined up to say goodbye.
The previous walks have been massive, so it can only get bigger. That's how we thought of it, and it scared us.
There have been 2 walks already. Nathan and Andrew went on both.
Light blue boys have dominated the game so far, so I think all the other couples were happy that Ben and myself have the power for a change.
Every time Nathan and Andrew have ever done that walk, I've been extremely nervous. I've never felt that I could trust those 2 boys.
Andrew and I were stoked that we weren't going on this walk. Well, I know where they're going and it's never fun. I do believe that Ben and Sean see Nathan and I as a threat. We are the alpha males, and it must be hard to live in our shadow.
It is good to get the power of this walk over Nathan and Andrew because they think they're the alpha males. They're not. We are. We've got the immunity. We've won the last challenge. So right now, we're at the top of the pecking order.
I'm always concerned about what happens on the walk. It's never pleasant. There's always someone who's going to be affected. So you are on edge until they come back.
Because Mel and I had the lowest percentage of weight loss last week, we've been taken away by the commando. We have no idea when we'll be joining the others back at Camp Biggest Loser. As we're walking towards our second training session with the commando, I was feeling scared. My mouth was dry. I wanted to throw up.
Knowing that we've got a session with him, I'm nervous.
We meet again. You get plenty of rest?
We did.
You're going to need it.
I was feeling very sick, just thinking about what he's going to have us do today.
Running up to the tyres and back. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Mel and Sharif have an issue in believing in themselves, but during this training session,
To the ground, come
I'm
on.
going to push them to their limits and teach them that they can do this.
Come on, you got more in you. Let's go, Mel. Get up.
My whole body was aching at that stage, so, you know, when you do a training session with the commando, all you want to do is finish it and just be done.
Get up, Sharif.
I could tell they were hurting. They got to stop thinking about what's ahead of them, get on with the task at hand, and get it done.
What do you think they're doing back there at Camp Biggest Loser? You think they're working hard? Yeah? Should you be working harder?
Yep.
Yeah? Good. Get up here, Sharif.
I kept seeing Mel leave the big guy for dead. You know, it's time for Sharif to pick up his game.
Come on, Sharif. You just took 2 steps. Let's take another 2. 1 foot at a time. Go. Come on. Drive it forward. Let's go. Another one. Come on. Determination. Grit.
When you've lived your life knowing that you've not lived to your potential, sometimes your own demons outweigh whatever anyone else says to you.
Do not fall over again. Come on, Sharif. Let's go.
Suck it up. I know you can do it. I wasn't giving up on him. I wasn't going to allow him to fail. Failure is not an option.
Do you believe in me? You do? Do you believe in yourself? Why not? Why not, Sharif? Why? You do?
Mate, look at me. Mate, do you think I would spend the time that I've spent with you if I thought you were that? Huh? I don't think anybody's a failure. They just give up on themselves. Too easy.
That's the story of my life. Giving up too easily on things because you think they're too hard. I want to do this for my wife. Fleur's always proud of me, regardless of what I do, but I couldn't tell you how long it's been since I believed in myself.
Go, 1 foot at a time. Make it happen. Let's go.
You can either stand up and walk away and give up, like you've always given up, or you can suck it up and start to believe that you can actually do it.
So if you can do this as you are now, you can bloody well do anything, can't you?
That's the turning point. There's so much more that you can get out of yourself if you can just break past your self-doubt.
You did it.
Keep up the good work.
We're all sitting on the couch and we're waiting for Michelle to arrive to tell her about temptation. I thought Michelle was going to be really ecstatic with the fact that none of us had taken temptation.
What's up, you guys? It's been happening.
We had temptation.
My team explained to me that they had done temptation, and by the looks on their faces, they all looked pretty pleased with themselves. It turns out none of them were tempted, which, as a trainer, is a good thing. So how did that happen? What happened?
What happened? We didn't want the responsibility of the walk this week, so we decided we would just let it ride. And
We're just having a training week this week.
Why am I struggling to believe that with that little face on you?
Let the game play out this week.
Oh.
We had to stand off either side of a table, and they would bring out a donut and reveal how many calories are in it. If you wanted to eat it, you then had to snatch the wooden spoon off the table quicker than the other couple. So we just stood there and Sean snapped up the...
They went for it.
We've had the responsibility for the last 2 weeks. And just the burden you carry, it can take your mind off why you're here.
Exactly. To hear Andrew and Nathan both explain to me that they just wanted to train, that's great, because that's the big picture. That's why we're here. And I think that you can often take your eyes off the prize when you get wound up into the game. I'm impressed.
We also had another big thing happen.
What?
Why don't you ask Tiffany, Bob?
Yeah, you say, Bobby, what happened to us?
I could tell that Bob and Tiffany both had some big news to tell me. And it was huge.
The fact that I'd achieved the biggest loser 2 weeks running. There was a reward. I looked across the playground, their little granddaughter. Well, Tiffy's daughter was just coming up the steps.
No.
Her arms up.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
We told Michelle about the fact that Isabel came out, and then my husband Ben came out and I saw him, and then of course Jan for Bob. And Michelle was close to tears.
Oh, I'm crying just thinking about it. I'm not even there.
I know, it was very emotional.
I was in tears. Oh, it's unbelievable.
What a great day.
Fantastic day.
Hard to say goodbye.
I bet.
We came back and that was it. We arrived at the gate and they were going and we had to say goodbye. That was hard. That was really hard, especially for Tiffy.
Ben and Isabel mean everything to me, and to have them together with me again, I just didn't want the moment to ever end.
Meeting up with your loved ones can be a good and a bad thing. You know, it can give you inspiration and motivation to carry on, but you have to say goodbye. And it's very hard to say goodbye to your child. My focus now was to get Tiffany back on track. It was time to train. 30 seconds hard and fast.
Yeah, I just feel probably guilty. I'd just been separated from Ben and Isabel again. I was feeling emotionally drained. So we needed to get down and refocus on our training.
And again, good. 5, go, 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 go.
Michelle started me off kicking a bag and stepping back and kicking. And with every kick, Michelle's going harder, harder, you know, get rid of any regrets, get rid of any guilt. And inside of me, I was just going, yep, you know, this one's for me, this one's for Ben, this one's for Isabel.
That's a girl, do it like you mean it. 5, I want you to think about what happened the other day. The bigger picture, the reason why you're here. You're missing out on family time, you're missing out on time with your daughter. I want you to really nail the training sessions. Make them count. Tiffany has absolutely tapped into what exercise can do for you. It not only gives you great fitness, it's good for the mind as well.
I like to see. 2, 1 more. Big, big, big. Oh, yes. Nice job. All right.
I am 100% sure that people underestimate Tiffany, and I'd like to keep it that way. She is the dark horse. She's strong, she's resilient, and she knows how to dig in.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, down the end of the room and back. Round the last.
Tiffany is my secret weapon.
You know, when you saw your daughter there and you think, I'm missing out on that, I'm missing out. We're going one more time. I'm missing out on that. But, you know, this is the big picture. This is the reason why you're in here, so you can have more time with her. Yeah.
Next, with Ben and Sean away on the walk, Shannan decides to take the rest of his training group for a spin. Plus, the gladiators enter the arena.
Yeah! Go. Good.
I just finished annihilating Tiffany, and I have my sights set on Nathan and Andrew.
Being able to work out and not worry about the gameplay, you're able to work out a lot more effectively.
Set, go. 10 crunches, straight down. 1, 2, good.
Our old strategy of playing the game, it really became evident that it wasn't working in our favour. Nathan and I were very stressed.
That's it.
So it was definitely making it hard for us.
I blamed Holly and Mel, and it ostracised us from the group. So we've come up with this new strategy, gladiators. Gladiators fight till the end, and they don't need anyone else to help. We're put into an arena, and we have to fight our way through and be the last man standing. Adopting the gladiator mentality brings us back to the core of why we're here. It makes us, you know, look into ourselves, and the whole thing is about us, rather than our previous strategy where we were trying to play the game.
Good man. 8, 9, beautiful.
During that training session, I saw Andrew and Nathan train like demons.
19, last one. Yeah.
One of the exercises that I had both the boys doing was shoulder presses using my body weight.
8, 9, 10. You got another 10 for me?
Betcha.
1, good work.
Their heads were in the training session, not in the politics of the game. When I can get them in that place...
That was strong work, dude. That was really strong.
They're lethal.
Let's go. It's been a tough couple of days at Camp Biggest Loser. A couple of the teams have been split up. We've got other contestants carrying injuries, and Bob and Tiffany's family visit had clearly affected everybody. So it was important to make sure the contestants hadn't lost their focus. Go, up and pump it, tall arms, chins up, that's it, Stewie, good. Off we go, back up and attack, good. Today I was going to try something brand new with them. We're going to do super high intensity interval training. Attack, attack, time, bums down. Oh yeah, starts to add up. I know it starts off easy, guys, but we want to get straight into that fat burning zone in 8 seconds.
It was only 8 seconds at a time. I thought I can handle this, but it turned out to be a totally different story. It was extremely hard.
With Ben and Sean currently on the walk, there was no place to hide. Shannan went round to each of us. He increased the tension on the spin bikes. You know, it just became harder and harder.
Tall, proud like a cyclist, straighten your arms up, chin up. That's the way. Time, ready, set, go.
I do need to turn that determination switch on. I need to leave it on too, but
come on, pump it up.
It's more on than off these days, so hopefully I'm getting into the swing of things.
Set, go, march, mum, go. Quick, 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 quick. Good, good, good. It blows me away just how far Julie's come. Perfect. That's how you sprint on a spin bike. Good, huh?
I've been practicing.
Yeah, have you ever? My mum, who 3 weeks ago flatly refused to get on a spin bike, completed every single interval the same as the rest of the team. Whatever. You couldn't even get on this thing 3 weeks ago. You hated it. You're horrified. Go! No time to stay and talk, Mum. We've work to do. That's it. Up and pump 'em. Chase that future. Chase that goal. We've got to be here. This is the place to be if you want to lose weight. Bums down.
It's been very difficult the past couple of weeks due to my injuries to partake, obviously, in the training sessions. So it was a fantastic feeling to be involved again and feel part of the team.
I was pumped for Amanda today. At last, she was allowed to cycle. Just having her there in the room brought a whole new element of energy. Did you ever think you'd love training? Stop! What about the smile on her face from ear to ear just because she's allowed to train? Yeah. Here's a woman who's hated training her whole life. Now you can't wait to get back into it.
I'm not here in this competition to slacken off. It is really amazing how far I've come so far, and I know that I'm starting to feel proud of myself.
Go! Up and attack, pump those legs, chin up, chest up, look at your future, guys, as hard as you can. Today's session was the culmination of a lot of things. Physically, my team was awesome. They gave me 100%. Everyone a little bit quicker for the last 10. But also mentally, hey, body strong. They were incredibly focused.
Coming up, emotions run high as contestants look to the future.
I'm now chasing my dream rather than letting it slip.
As we discover whose dream outfits these are. And then the power of the walk is revealed.
After we finished training today, Michelle and I wanted the contestants to show us their dream outfits. That's your dream outfit?
That's the dream outfit.
Do you believe that you can walk out of this place in that dress?
Yes, I do.
The dream outfits are a huge motivation. They represent exactly who and what each of the contestants want to be. So by getting the contestants to talk us through their outfits, we're getting them to refocus their minds on exactly why they are here.
I've never owned a pair of jeans in my life.
You're 20 years old and you've never had a top like that, or you've never worn a pair of jeans.
No.
It tears me up to hear that from a 20-year-old girl.
I know, it's stupid.
It's not stupid, it's real. It's what's happened for you. You can't take this with you into your 20s and 30s.
I know. I want to feel comfortable. I want to look in the mirror and look at myself and think if I'm having a good day or a bad day, not just every day be bad. I dream of feeling comfortable and dream of feeling beautiful. I may not ever look beautiful, but I dream of feeling it.
We're gonna get you into that outfit, girlfriend. So help me, we are gonna get you into that outfit. I can't believe you have never worn jeans. You're 20.
I know. I came here to change my life. Having that dream outfit in front of you, it's so exciting to look at it. They are just pieces of clothing, but to everyone here, it's a dream.
Wow, look at that sexy dress, babe.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
What does your dream out represent? What's this dress for?
Basically, it's for me to strive to get back into my singing. My dream outfit, it's there for me to realise my dreams of being an opera singer.
Do you really believe you can get into it?
Definitely.
Good girl.
Yeah.
Because that's the most important thing. You've got to believe if you've got a dream outfit, we want to make this dream a reality for you.
90 kilos I need to lose to get into that dress. I can do it very easily, I think. I think I've got the determination to do it, so.
I believe you do too. When was the last time you would have been in a dress that's like that?
Easily 10 years. Easily.
When was the last time you put something like that on and felt sexy and felt beautiful and felt...
Never. I've never really felt beautiful.
Ever? Breaks my heart to hear you say that you've never felt beautiful. So, if we can break those habits and get you into this dream outfit, you can feel beautiful for the first time. Be the real you. It broke my heart when Amanda explained to me that never, ever in her life has she felt beautiful. I couldn't imagine how painful that would have been for her. You deserve the right to feel beautiful in your own skin. Everyone deserves that right. And I know Stuart loves you for everything you are, and I know we all love you for the person you are. But I want you to feel beautiful in your skin. And if it's for the first time at 35, that's fantastic.
I couldn't wait to let Michelle know my dream.
Talk me through these dream outfits, because they're looking pretty good.
It was definitely going to help me focus more on why I'm here too.
Andrew, you're not a policeman.
I'm not a policeman, but that's my dream.
Becoming a policeman has been a dream for a long time, and, you know, being overweight has definitely held me back.
Andrew's spoken about being a police officer since he was a little kid, and then couldn't do it because he was overweight and unfit.
Because every time I've downloaded the applications and things, the physical aspect is just out of my league, so I don't go for it.
When Andrew told me that he was unable to be a policeman because of his weight, I just thought, wow, how sad is that?
It's really empowering now when I walk past it and I look at it and I say to myself, well, that's where I want to be, and that's where I'm going to be.
No more being held back.
No.
No more watching your dreams go by.
That's it. I'm now chasing my dream rather than letting it slip. And I'm going to catch it.
Nathan,
Michelle.
tell me about your dream outfit. It looks good.
It looks damn good.
Yeah.
And I will look damn good.
My dream outfit is the suit that I will get married in. The best present I can give my wife-to-be is to be a fit, healthier-looking man and to be wearing that. I went and had a fitting prior to coming here.
Yeah.
I was in 6XL, 7XL, and it was depleting. I just feel really big.
Do you? What's your goal size?
This one here is an extra large.
When was the last time you fit into an extra large?
I've always been an extra large, even at school. I think I was wearing men's shirts when I was in primary school.
If there's one thing that I'm doing before I leave this house and before you leave this house, is we're going to have you both in those outfits. That is a promise.
The immediate motivation is for me to get into that suit before I leave here. So, I'll do it.
Teresa and I went up to have a look at her dream outfit. And after about 30 seconds of looking at it, she just burst into tears.
So?
Let's come to a head, babe.
When I looked at my dream outfit, I got really, really emotional. That outfit signifies to me a new start. You know, this is it. You know, this is my life now.
Everything that I've done was for everyone else, and I never did anything for me, and it's just the last 2 days it's sort of about, you know, like I'm focused and I'm focused on what I got to do, but it's just that the toughest thing is now I've got to make new memories for me.
Teresa's just come out of a 10-year relationship and she's having trouble just letting it go. She's living her life in the past.
Everything that I ever had that I made, like I had a great life, and I got to start all over again.
But that's all right. That's gone. That great life you had's gone, mate. You've got to say goodbye to it.
That's the hardest part. I've got to start all over again.
Yeah, but that's all right.
Live my last 10 years of my life in a relationship, and for the first time being an adult, I'm actually alone.
In future, write your time in this house. Don't stop. There's no need. If you don't need to stop, don't stop.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
It starts now. Rewrite it from here. You can imagine the new you going outside dressed in that.
Yeah.
Seriously. You've got to believe that you deserve that. I want you to see that. It's time for her to recreate a future. It's time for her to paint the new life ahead. And I think for her to get into this dream outfit, will allow her to escape the shackles of the past.
Next, with power comes responsibility. As Ben and Sean's first walk ends up costing them more than they bargained for.
Feeling pretty nervous about the walk. We don't know what it is. We don't know what the end result's going to be.
I've been speculating over and over in my head what it could be, and there's been 1,000 different scenarios. So at this moment, we're basically just going to walk down there and see what happens.
From the things that I've seen in the past, I have got no idea what to expect today. It's just nerve-wracking knowing that you're going to be changing the game.
We're walking along the path. All of a sudden we see AJ standing at the lookout with 2 water vessels in front of her. Knowing that today's walk could affect ours and other couples' future in this game, it's a big responsibility. Like, we don't know what's going to happen.
Ben, Sean, welcome to the walk. In this competition, great risks are greatly rewarded. This week, the risk you took by playing Temptation was rewarded with the very valuable prize of immunity.
It felt great knowing that we were standing there with immunity already under our belt and we'd only eaten 70 calories.
On The Biggest Loser, every action has a consequence. Every choice, a repercussion. And today, the choice you made to give in to temptation could very well end up costing you a lot more than just 70 calories.
When AJ said that the price of the walk could actually cost you more than 70 calories, my heart sank.
What lies within these vessels could well cost you the friendships you've made so far. The discs inside have the ability to give you extreme power. And with it, the heavy responsibility of changing the fates of those in the game.
This power or decision that we've got to make could make us enemies. I hope that it doesn't, because I've made strong friendships with everyone.
Ben and Sean, on the very first walk on Fitzroy Island, 2 very powerful objects were introduced into this competition. I'm talking, of course, about the double or nothing bracelets. The double bracelet doubles the stakes of the game for whoever wears it. If the person wearing it wins the title of the biggest loser, they will double their prize money from $200,000 to a total of $400,000. On the other hand, the nothing bracelet, if whoever wears it goes on to win the biggest loser, they will win absolutely no prize money. Currently, Holly is the wearer of the double bracelet, while Megan wears the nothing bracelet. But for one of them, this is all about to change.
I thought at that point, I don't really want to be here. I was really worried.
Before you are 2 vessels, each containing a disc. The disc that you pull out of the water will determine if it will be Holly or Megan who loses their bracelet today. One of the discs reads, "You must give the double bracelet to another contestant." The other disc reads, "You must give the nothing bracelet to another contestant."
I didn't know which disc we wanted. There's positives and negatives for both.
You made your choice when you gave in to temptation. And now you must step up to the vessels to discover what the consequences will be. Ben and Sean, it's time.
After temptation, I said to Ben, look, I took temptation, so I'll be the one to pick up the disc, so everything will fall onto my head.
I knew that once Sean put his hand inside one of the vessels, that there was no turning back. That was the way that we had to go. I don't think this is going to be an easier decision for Sean and I to make. To give the double bracelet to another contestant, you're almost putting a target on that person's head. Have to give the nothing bracelet to someone else. If you're the winner at the finale and you've got that bracelet on, then you win nothing. And he turned to me to try and get a bit of guidance. Yeah. And I said, well, just go with the right one. And that's when he pulled the disc out.
Ben and Sean, as always, the walk poses a very difficult question that only the two of you can answer. Please turn it over.
After the walk, we came back to the house and we had to tell the others what had happened, and we weren't looking forward to it.
I was very nervous at this moment. Just knowing that we are changing the game once again.
Sitting, waiting for Ben and Sean to come back. Crazy thoughts running through our head, but you can drive yourself crazy as much as you want, but you don't know what's going to happen.
There's heaps of possibilities. We've had 2 couples eliminated. So it could be one of those couples come back.
Oh, I don't know.
Now, that would be a
AJ
bitter
said
pill to
that-
really
AJ
swallow.
said they're leaving the competition.
Here we go. All of a sudden, Ben and Sean walked in the room and they both had the most distressed look on their face.
It didn't look good. Didn't look good at all.
Ben actually looked like he'd been crying. He looked that upset. And Sean wouldn't look at anyone in the eye, which is very unusual for him.
Well, don't keep us in suspense any longer.
All right, well, we met AJ. And there were 2 water vessels there. And she spoke about how the game is going to be completely changed from here on in.
I was extremely nervous at that point.
Ben and Sean started revealing to us what had happened on the walk.
So we were standing there and AJ was saying about the 2 vessels, the 2 discs, and she was talking about the bracelets.
Ben and Sean said they had to pass the bracelet on to someone else.
In one vessel was a nothing bracelet and the other one was a double the money.
I had mixed feelings in my head about whether I wanted my bracelet to go or not. That is $400,000 at the end of the game, but also it's a burden and a target on my shoulders.
I've grown quite attached to my nothing bracelet. I don't want it gone yet. I believe it's my ticket to stay here a little bit longer.
So we had to make a decision. We chose the one on the right and
The disc says you must give the double bracelet to another contestant. The reaction of Holly was shock, but I think it was also relief that the double bracelet was going to be taken off her because that so-called target's going to be off her head.
I immediately felt like I'd had a huge weight lifted off my shoulders.
we have to take it off of Holly and give it to anyone in the game, including ourselves. We are up.
We can give it to ourselves if we want to.
Yes.
Ben and Sean now have a piece of power that they need to delegate. Andrew and I have been in that situation before where we had to give the double bracelet to someone. It is looked and seen as a target, so they have to be careful where it goes.
We've got a couple of names in mind, but if you guys want to talk to us about it, then you're quite welcome to come and have a quick chat to us before we make a decision.
Well, I personally started freaking out. I don't want that gold bracelet. I mean, towards the end, I would love the gold bracelet, but now I do think it does put a target on you.
$400,000 is a lot of money, and anyone who's wearing that bracelet, if they fall under the yellow line, I really believe they'll be picked off first. I thought, you know, as long as it's not me, I don't really mind who gets it.
So what do you reckon? For Sean and I, to make a strategic decision, it would have been to try and target someone that we thought might go under the yellow line. We wanted to speak to Cam and Sam.
Ben and myself were considering giving the bracelet to Sam because she struggled over the last week and a bit. Or if you had to give it to someone to motivate them, who would you think about motivating?
It wouldn't motivate me. I don't want it.
Tiffany, that could lift Tiffany.
Tiffany, you know, has been going well. However, over the last couple of days, she's been a bit upset after having the visit from Isabel and Ben.
Tiffany's behind the 8 ball with Bob a bit. She feels like she's not doing it. You know what I mean? She's riding on Bob's back. That might be enough to give her the lift.
So if you're in this boat, who would you give it to?
Sean. I reckon you'd get it on your wrist so there's no chance anyone taking it off you because you pair are going to go all the way.
It is still scary, though, having it, you know.
It makes you a bit of a target, yeah? But I myself think that you pair can handle it being a target because Nathan and Andrew are a target and they're as strong, but I think you've got them bluffed. And I really do think, Sean, that you can do it.
When Cameron said that we should keep the bracelet, I was starting to agree with what he was saying. Sean would be a good person to have the bracelet on because he's a good chance of going all the way. Well, there's 3 ways that you can give this to someone. One's to inspire them, one's to target them, and the other one is greed, if we were to give it to one of ours.
It's not greed.
It wouldn't be greed in my eyes. I wouldn't call it greedy. I would say backing your own odds.
We wanted to speak to Holly because we were taking the bracelet off her.
It was my decision. I'd be thinking about who I thought was going to get close to the end and who would really benefit from the money. You know, Bob deserves a good retirement and, you know, I'm sure he'd do the right thing and share some of the money with Tiff. But then again, also you boys deserve it as well. You've busted your butts so far. I'm just glad to have the thing lifted off me because it's a huge burden.
You reckon we'll get it? I reckon as a strategic play, they'll give it to us so the target that we already have gets bigger.
Yeah, but we're already targets.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think it's coming back to us. I think they'd be crazy.
So, what?
We got Sam, and we got Tiff.
Or yourself.
All right, there are 3 options.
Yeah.
All right.
It came time for Ben and Sean to reveal their decision from the walk, who would be getting the money bracelet.
To start off with, Holly.
When Ben and Sean called me up for me to hand over the bracelet, I felt happiness because I was getting rid of that target on me. But I was a little bit sad that that was $400,000 slipping away.
Sitting in front of the little cabinet with $400,000 in it, everybody was quite nervous because we didn't know which way they were going to go.
We had to take in a lot of considerations when we were coming to this decision.
We've basically narrowed it down to 3 people. Sammy.
Sitting there, I'm staring at them going, oh, you know, please not me, please not me.
Tiffany.
I didn't consider for 1 second that Ben and Sean would give the bracelet to me.
And myself.
When they revealed their choices were between 3 people, Tiffany, Sammy and Sean, I initially thought he's given it to himself. Smart boy.
It was time for Ben and Sean to reveal who they'd chosen. I was sitting there shaking in my boots, nervous as.
I was like, oh. My heart was pounding already.
We feel that this person has had a bit of a rough ride over the last week or so and has been really struggling in the last couple of days, especially since her partner has been getting all the accolades. So what we're saying is that we're going to give this to Tiff.
I was like, me? What have I done? I was thinking, why me?
We feel that you've been a little bit down the last day or two, especially since seeing Izzy and Ben, and we want you to come back up. Okay, we want you to come back up and be where you should be.
So I was really wondering how I was going to pull myself out of this because I'd associated so much negativity to the bracelet. My heart was thumping out of my chest as I walked up to Sean to get the money bracelet put onto my wrist. If I don't take getting this money bracelet as a positive, you know, my training and my train of thought is just going to go out the window. Really feeling the pressure of it, and I have to change that if I want to stay in the game.